I have the honor of starting with our Principal of the Year, and I think we all recognize that regardless of our role, we all play a pivotal position in influence, whether it's in the classroom, whether it's supporting what's happening in our schools, or whether it's leading our schools. And we have a number of outstanding principal leaders here in our school division, and we are blessed with the leadership and also the patience and the involvement they bring to their school communities. This evening, though, we want to recognize one very special person, and that is Kim Graves. Kim, would you please stand as Arlington Public Schools Principal of the Year? So one of those student groups that we're going to see this evening is from Kim's school at Hoffman Boston. And under the direction of Miss Molly Haynes, we are going to hear from Hoffman Boston's All-Star Chorus. And they've got several songs that they would like to perform for us this evening. So Miss Haynes, if you want to make your way out here with the students so we can enjoy the celebration and hear from them, that would be wonderful.
Blending together.
So at this time, I would like to ask Ms. Graves, escorted by Mr. Reed Goldstein, who is the school board liaison to Hoffman Elementary, to come to center stage. And I want to tell you a little bit about Kim, and also we're going to hear from her with some thoughts and some comments. So Kim has been in education and an instructional leader for the past 20 years, the last 6 as the instructional leader and principal at Hoffman Boston Elementary School. And we have been very lucky and fortunate to have her here as part of our team. I think one of the things that is evident in Kim's work is she firmly believes that all students can learn and will succeed. And she also believes in setting high expectations, not only for her students and her families and her staff, but also for herself. She builds communities, and that has been very evident at Hoffman Boston in forging a number of different partnerships, not only with her families, but also with the surrounding community. And through that, she has increased student engagement and really looked at the whole child. Let me share some comments from various folks at her school. First, from a student who's a 5th grader. She's a good leader. When she sees a sad child, she tries to make their day better. From one of her parents who wrote, "What I like most about Principal Graves is her humbleness and down-to-earth personality. Miss Graves treats everyone like they are part of her family and always makes sure that she gives her undivided attention when speaking to you. She makes sure every person is acknowledged, and also any issues that may arise, she makes sure it is recognized and resolved promptly." And then finally, from Miss Elizabeth Cavella Love, "It's a wonderful time to know that Miss Graves has been named Principal of the Year because she has great charisma, leadership, energy, and a sensitivity to support families and students. She knows how to guide and motivate her staff so that they give the best of themselves for the welfare and the benefit of the total education community." Kim, those are some outstanding words, and we want to congratulate you. So at this time, as Arlington Public Schools 2018 Principal of the Year, I'm going to turn the mic over to you and see if you'd like to share any comments with us.
Wow. Good evening, good evening. Thank you, Dr. Murphy, members of the board. I am truly honored for this recognition of being selected as Arlington County's Principal of the Year. I stand proudly in front of you today on the shoulders of many who have been here before me and those who stand in on the same path that I do to make a difference with students each and every day. So thank you to all of you, and know that my words represent as much of your feelings of leadership in your building as mine. For those of you who know me, typically I don't have a difficult time finding words to express what I'm feeling, but to have to sit down and actually prepare a speech, it was difficult to actually put my thoughts and feelings and emotion into words. But I did. And as I began to prepare for this speech, there were countless experiences and individuals during my 21-year career that have impacted me as a leader in a very significant and profound way. Those experiences and individuals are woven together in some, think of a beautiful tapestry with vibrant colors, full of vibrant colors, frayed and worn edges that all blend together to make this beautiful quilt. That's what I think about my experiences thus far. And this quilt is a quilt, a symbolic quilt that covers me as an armor each and every day to allow me the grace and the fortitude to do the job that I do, that I love. So at the center of this quilt is my faith. My faith, my foundation begins and ends with my faith. My family is at the core of everything that I do. My wonderful family truly sustains me and provides me with strength and support to advocate for children daily. The sacrifices that they make to share me with the countless students, staff, and larger community at Hoffman Boston is profound. And I want to take this opportunity to say that I love you with all of my heart. Other components of this symbolic quilt are built upon experiences and people along the way. From my humble beginnings as a high school social studies teacher in Williamsburg, Virginia, and later on to Minnie Howard, Minnie Howard Ninth Grade Center of the T.C. Howard campus in Alexandria, Virginia. It was during this time that I had the immense pleasure of working under the leadership of Dr. Margie Walsh. She was a principal who fostered an environment where every single child mattered. And darn it, I wanted to be a part of something like that. And so it was through this experience that I truly feel that my desire to become an administrator was crystallized. I wanted to be in a position to make a difference with students who were not just lucky to be in Ms. Graves' class, but those students across an entire building. And so thus began my career to pursue administration. I was fortunate to serve as a middle school assistant principal at Francis Hammond, and later on to my first principalship at Jefferson Houston Elementary School. My leadership with the Arlington County Public School Systems began in 2012 when I became the proud principal of Hoffman Boston Elementary School. In a mere matter of months, I quickly became acclimated to the Arlington way. Thank you to the members of the ELT and the countless supervisors and directors in the county who have provided me unyielding support and allowed me to be the leader that I need to be to make a difference with the students that matter the most. To my rambunctious, my passionate, my loving and talented elementary group colleagues, thank you, thank you, thank you for your humor, thank you for your knowledge, thank you for your strength. While we stand strong in number, and at times diverse in thought, we boldly represent a dedicated group of individuals who care deeply for students, care deeply for our communities, and care deeply for the county itself. My Hoffman Boston experiences and community will become an embedded part or an embedded piece of this symbolic quilt. To the wonderful students and families that we have the privilege of educating at Hoffman Boston Elementary School, to me, when I entered that school, I never viewed you as a school that was struggling or a school that was in need of improvement. Rather, you were a place that the light was always there. It just needed to be illuminated brightly so everyone could see the wonderful things that are present in that building. My students who are learning to speak English for the first time, or my students who are newly entering the country, or to my students who learn differently or who have special needs, to my babies who are performing well above grade level. To me, you represent perseverance, strength, and hope. I'm honored to have played a small role in the path of the tremendous future that each of you are destined to live. When you leave that elementary school and go on to whichever middle school that you will attend, Kenmore, TJ, or Gunston, I want the walls of those floors to shake and tremble because Hoffman Boston is coming through. To my fearless, dedicated, and downright awesome Hoffman Boston All-Star staff, what can I say? To attempt to capture in mere words the emotions, the pride, the esteem that I hold for such a talented and amazing team of individuals is futile, but I will try. I have been honored to serve as your leader for the past 6 years. An effective leader recognizes that while the person in the front receives the praise for guiding the ship, for moving it along, we know it's the work, the effort, and the commitment of those that I am blessed to lead that push this ship ashore. I'm blessed to have such that strong force and wind behind me with the awesome Hoffman Boston All-Stars. I lead a group of educators who inspire me every day with their capacity to care so deeply for their students. Teachers who plan beyond the instructional day to ensure that students are provided with engaging, rigorous, and targeted learning experiences. A team of teachers who develop strong and positive relationships with students and families to ensure that kids get what they need, because we all understand that in the world we live in, no child should feel left behind. A group of people who set the bar high and dare students not to make it. And that's only in 1 week. And I sit back and say, and they still come back the next week and do it all over again. Because our kids deserve it, and that's why we are here. Together, we have cultivated an environment that is truly magical, a place of joy with the soul. We're not perfect, we make mistakes, we fight just like any family, but at the end of the day, what binds us together is our sheer desire and love and commitment for the kids that we serve. I am blown away by your capacity to love and to nurture and to withstand. To my fearless assistant principal extraordinaire, my Carmencita, I will miss you dearly. Thank you for your unwavering support and leadership. We have shared many personal and professional experiences together, and I truly would not have been able to do this without you by my side. Thank you. At HFB, we started a tradition 6 years ago that once you're an all-star, you're always an all-star. So that will never be forgotten to me, because once an all-star, always an all-star. As I close one chapter of my career and begin a new journey as the principal of Drew Model Elementary School, I look forward to building upon this imaginary quilt, this symbolic quilt, with many more poignant and memorable experiences. Because the thing about a quilt, it has no limits. It can continue to grow and grow and grow each and every day, and has the overwhelming capacity to support us all. Thank you again for this recognition and for this honor, and please enjoy the rest of tonight's show. And happy Teacher Appreciation Week.
We're going to go out to center stage, and the rest of the board members are going to join us for a picture.